And we're live. This is Mark Goldberg on a surprise live stream. Welcome to the program. Welcome to the show. Indeed, I am your host, Mark Goldberg. Thank you for being with me. Although at the moment I am alone, I am sure one or two people will come in to see what is going on. Why am I live streaming at this hour? Well, I expected Archie to be already on, and he's not, so I got bored. By the way, happy Negroni to those of you who indulge. To those of you who don't, you should think about it. Jump off the wagon. Could be worse. First, fist respectos, Val and Grayman. Thank you for joining me. You are always among the first. Kevin Hawthorne, good evening from Lakeland, Florida. I love Florida. Richie, a luxury. Cheers, ears. Where are you, Richie? Valen, I know you're in my neck of the woods. Kevin's in Florida. Richie, we don't know where you're at. Listen, somebody's going to have to tell me if and when Archie goes on. I'm probably not going to rebel stream. But if it's not Archie, if it's Curly, hey, then if it's Curly, I'll just do Curly myself. Look, I'm going to turn off my camera. Welcome, Curly. Thank you for joining us. Hey, you're welcome. You're welcome there, asshole. I'm going to take over this show. Because Archie's eating the comics, and let's get this fucking thing going. Where's all the goddamn super chats? Curly, I'm going to have to ask you to exit yourself. All right, well, go fuck yourself. No, that's what we say to Narc. Anyway, it's all good. Happy to be here. But someone let me know if Archie starts streaming, and then eventually I'll get off. But hey, Archie, come on, either on time or don't bother. Also, I've been on streams lately where Archie was like not there for a while and other people were running the show. And as big a fan as I am of Bear Clooney, we got off to a rough start, Bear and I, but I soon discovered he's a great guy. And but what I'm saying is, Archie, either run your own show or get out of the way. Okay, so let's see. Richie is from, he hasn't told us, but Junior Johnson is from Kentucky. Been to Louisville and Lexington a number of times. Both of those are, especially Louisville. Louisville's a cool little city. Lots of good restaurants and stuff in there, although someone told me that crime was getting bad there. Real World Curly said he's on now, could use your help. Where's Mary? Mary is sleeping. Mary's real name is Satan's kitten. Boyfriend is sleeping. Thomas Durr is a fellow Illini. Well, now that I'm on, I'm going to stay on for a few minutes, so I guess we can consider this rebel streaming. But in a little bit, I'll bring it over to Archie. But the main thing that I wanted to accomplish was after the quick fist watch check, wearing the root beer today. I used to be a real Submariner guy, and I have a black sub, a gold sub, and a green sub. And I do love all of them. But man, once I went over to the GMT side, I couldn't stop. So I really, really love this two-tone root beer. Anyway, that was one object, is I wanted to show you the root beer. And the second is I wanted to be the first person on YouTube to unbox my new book. I've been talking about this book for a long time, but finally it's here. Look, see, there's me and the monk, my co-author. This book is not about training. It's about how to play with your dog, games, tricks, and socialization for puppies and dogs. It's for pre-sale at Amazon, Barnes & Noble. Wherever you buy a book, you can pre-order this book, and it will be shipped to you in November. It's nice, medium thick, just the way we like it. So I'm very happy to finally have a copy of my book in my hands. Junior is from Michigan. Real World Curly loves Satan's kitten. Would never think someone could make you blush, Mark. Oh, let me tell you what. That little queen runs a very tight ship, and I might be large and in charge in many aspects of my life, but it's like, yes, ma'am. When I get my marching orders. And thank you for the congratulations on the book. Yeah, well, this is the nature of living. This is the nature of being gay. It's the little pretty ones that you have to watch out for. They're very bossy. And you just better do what you're told and get out the way. One time, I don't know if I came home late or like what. I came home. He just didn't expect me to be home at that time. I must have made some noise coming in, and I find him wandering around with a meat cleaver. And when I say a meat cleaver, I mean a proper meat. Why I have a meat cleaver, you might ask, is because I had a dog years ago who I needed to feed raw chicken to, and I had to like chop it and hack it into pieces for her. And so I had this I still have it. One of these days I'll show you my meat cleaver. He was wandering around and he looked at me and was like, "Oh, it's you." I was like, scared the hell out of me. Would I consign my watch to the timepiece channel? Well, apparently that all went fuck this, fuck die. It all went pear-shaped. I mean, when these people come out of nowhere and then they get really big and they start selling watches that they don't actually have in their possession, things are going to go bad. So I'm extremely picky about who I deal with. I want people who have been around for a long time and have a reputation. David S.W., Kenny Nguyen, even Bob's Watches, Watchbox, Govberg. I mean, you're going to get a couple few percent less when you sell, and you're going to pay a couple few percent more when you buy, but your transactions are safe. And, that's the big deal. Junior Johnson had a Jack Russell for 14 years and 3 cats now. Well, my little blind rat terrier, which looks a lot like a Jack, she's 18 years old and blind. She's sleeping in a corner. And I got this big shepherd. Friday, come here. Friday, come here. Say hi to the people. Say hi to the people. There we go. Hi, Friday. She's only like 7. You're like 7. You're going to big nasty teeth. You're going to protect Daddy's Rolex. Big girl. All right. Well, give me a quick second, people. Let me just look and see if Archie is literally on, or if you're fooling me. What's going on here? Hang on. I don't see him. No, I don't see Archie on right now. Someone told me Archie's Curly, Real World Curly says Archie's on. I don't see it. Not on the Archie Luxury live stream channel. He's not. So if you people think that he's on, well, let me know where so I can find it, but haven't really been able to find it. Let's talk a little bit of Rolex. Same here. I only deal with David S.W., European Watch Company, and Watchbox. I mean, I buy from a couple of ADs too. I'm lucky enough that I have a couple of AD relationships, and those are absolutely the best, to deal with. But yeah, certainly like this I got at retail. But yeah, if you're going to buy or sell on the secondary market, you want to go with old guard people that have been around for a long time. It is not worth taking a risk. I don't think I'm rebel streaming, Frank. I can't find Archie online right now at all. So if I'm wrong about that, someone let me know. I am just here to give you people something to do in the meantime. Okie dokie. Tobster McDonkey. I got an Explorer 36 two-tone from Watchbox, brand spanking new for $1,500 below MSRP. Perfect transaction, revert time with Watchbox. My question is, when was that? Was that recently? When was that? That's amazing. I mean, I know the two-tone is in the Explorer is not super popular, and maybe neither is the 36, but that's an incredible deal. That's terrific. Friday is a good girl. She is not on the cover of my book. She is not even on the cover of this one of my books. That's Gizmo. There he is. That's Gizmo. That's a male dog belonging to my co-author. And Friday, of course, is mine. But I do love a German Shepherd. I got to say, nice watch. Thank you. I'm very much in love. The thing that really strikes me about the root beer is the color of the gold. It probably doesn't render that great on my camera here. I mean, I know you can tell it's gold. But it's very pink copper. That would be, it really doesn't look like typical gold at all. It's pink copper. And what that does for me is it tones down versus yellow gold. I have a full gold Submariner, and that is it's very loud. The two-tone bluesy Submariner, beautiful, especially because of the dial, but very, very loud. And the pink gold is just calm enough as to where I don't feel like it's as flashy, attracting as much attention. So if you like gold, but you don't like to be the look at me center of attention, then pink gold, Ever Rose gold. So a smooth transaction every time, and it was 4 months ago. You did amazing. 1,500 below retail. And where did you say it was from? From Watchbox. I think that's tremendous. And I'm not bothered by a 36 millimeter watch. I wore a 34 millimeter two-tone Rolex date on Jubilee for 10 years. Mark, can I super chat to hear Satan's Kitten speak to you? Well, you know, as much as I'd be happy to add your super chat to the dog food fund, Satan's Kitten is sleeping. And I don't know if you've ever awakened a homosexual prematurely, but we're going to let him nap. So I'm a little afraid to wake him up. The answer is no, not right now. Love it when you troll Mark Goldberg. Rebel stream, baby. I don't think I'm rebel streaming. I can't find Archie. I'm like looking right at his Archie Luxury live stream, and I don't. Oh, he is live. I just found him. He is live. Well, we'll just give it another couple minutes, and then I'm going over there. I didn't intend to live stream against him. I was just bored. Good to see you. Thanks, Tommy. You too. First, actually, you're second, but thank you for joining us, Robert Herrera. Shortly, we'll be going over to. You can join me over at Archie's. I bought several timepieces from the watch box, and all the watches were awesome. Good prices, top quality, great service overall. Yeah, I absolutely believe in going with the known quantity so that you avoid the timepiece gentleman type issues. And there have been multiple problems with multiple. They're not the only ones. Sparkles says, Mark, had the root beer on my wrist at the AD. I regret passing. Ooh, you passed. Root beer gold works for all skin tones. True. Great watch. Enjoy. You know, there's good reasons to pass on a Rolex call at the AD. It might not be the right moment economically. Like, I had an embarrassing moment when I bought this because I have enough, that if I write a check, they want the check to clear before they're going to give you the watch. So they actually prefer credit card, and it was at the end of my billing cycle for my credit card, which meant I only had so much credit left on the credit card. So I brought the credit card, charged part of it on that, and then what did I do? I super chat. Thanks, Curly. I'll get right to it. And then I had to charge the rest on a debit card. So it was like would have been much easier if it would have been a few days later. But when that call comes, if you can do it, you just got to do it. For the dog food fun, I have woke up a homosexual prematurely, and congratulations on the book. You don't want to wake up a homo early. It's dangerous to your health. Thank you for that super chat. It made this whole stream worthwhile, and definitely it'll go to the dog food fund. But and I'll get Satan's Kitten on this stream or on Archie's. Maybe I'll do a pregame stream tomorrow with Satan's Kitten. Don't you worry, people. I'll get them on. But what I wanted to do right now is I want to close this up pretty quick so we can go over to Archie. Sparkles, you passed on the root beer because the wife wanted a kitchen and you knew you'd be fiked. But you did the right thing. You know, she knows where you sleep. She controls all the important resources in your life. If she's like most women. So no kitchen, no money, no honey. So I feel like you did the right thing. Feels like the market's crashed to the point where the dealers are offering below list on lots of models. Scary times. No, it's good times. It's good when you can buy stuff below. I never thought I'd see the day again where we could buy below retail. It's only scary, guys, if you're trying to leverage the money and you're trying to arbitrage with Rolex, but don't do that. These things are meant to be worn and enjoyed and loved. And if they drop in price, even if it's temporary, it's a buying opportunity. Real World Curly, once again, thank you so much. But I'm going to have to call this one, boys, because we go much longer. I'm going to take a raft of crap when we get over to Archie. Before I call it, though, let me make sure he's running his own stream.
I'm not looking at the chats of the sword.
Hang on. Let's find
look
out.
At the chats. People are next to you there.
Yeah, I know. But that's my thing. You know, I'm the one guy that does respond to people.
Because, it sounds like Mike is running that show with
both worlds.
With Danny Surrey. And I see Archie, but
it kind of makes it a little extra difficult for me. And maybe I should,
Archie's an avatar.
I should just turn it off. But
Mike, but you've got to remember it's not real, Matt.
So I'm asking the question over there. If Archie is alive and present.
Can you tell us about that watch, please? The IWC.
Well, you know what? We're gonna keep the stream going, guys. I'm staying with you because if you look here, Archie is just an avatar. And what that means is, I'm pretty sure you go over there, you're just gonna have to listen to only Mike the Snake.
Being on Archie's stream is a great honor. Something I'm very proud of.
I am rebel streaming until Archie takes over his show. So tell him to send me a message on WhatsApp, and then I'll come over here. Okay, well, I've let them know.
Oh, jeez.
I've let Archie know that I am rebel streaming until such time as he actually takes over his own show. You know, that's the problem is I don't mind. I enjoy going on Archie, but I don't want to go over there if he's not even bothering to run his own show. And right now, the live actors over there who seem to be in charge are Hey Danny, super nice guy, and Mike the Snake, also super nice guy. But if I stay here, maybe Curly will send me more money for the dog food fund, or maybe Satan's kitten will wake up. You know, we never know. Okay, so in terms of passing on a call from the AD, I'll tell you a quick story. As you know, Vin Tenier, the gin tingler, he lives now in the Chicago area, so we get together every once in a while. I was able to buy from one of my ADs. This is about a year and a half ago. I was able to buy an OP41 in the bright blue dial. They took my order and they eventually fulfilled it. And they said, yeah, we're taking orders, not for subs and the super hot stuff, but for some things that, you know, they were willing to take an order. So I called Jen and I go, hey, come on over here. Let me introduce you to my sales associate. And in fact, I did that. He came out and they sold him. They took his order for and sold him. Took 5 months to come, but they sold him also an OP. He didn't like the 41. He liked the 36. So he got an OP in 36 millimeters with the bright blue dial. Very nice watch. Still worth more than retail, I'm pretty sure. And then he put himself on the list for a couple of other things, as did I, which is why they called me for this. And when they called me for this, I was like, I'm on my way. They're like, no, slow down. Come tomorrow. We're busy. I was like, all right, great. See you tomorrow. But they called Jen for one of the things that was on his list maybe 6 months ago, way before they called me with this. They called him for a date just, a nice date just. But he was busy that day, and I think what happened was he didn't call them back for hours. He let that go to voicemail. He didn't call them back for hours. And when he did, that watch was already gone. And I don't think he was going to take it anyway. And they haven't called him since. So I think it kind of depends on the AD, whether passing on a watch means that they then stop trying to call you again. But I think it's a real factor. It's a real possibility. I mean, here's why, by the way, because these salespeople all work on commission. But one of the problems is that there's not a lot of inventory. Even today, there's not a ton of Rolex inventory. And what that means is, let's say I'm a sales associate and I work at, Greenwich Rolex, Greenwich of New York Rolex. And my manager says, hey, I've got a watch in. I'm going to give you first crack at it because Sarah sold one last week. Monty sold one the week before. Today, it's your turn. Call one of your customers. And so you call me and I don't answer, or I send you to voicemail, or I say, thank you, I'm going to pass on this one. I'm immediately going to the next guy on my list because I want the commission for that watch. And the next time it's my turn, I'm probably not calling you. I'm probably calling the guy who I think is the better bet to get in now. Because what I'm thinking is, if I don't have a customer for this, well, Monty does, Sarah does, and their client's going to get right in here, and there goes my commission. So you really have to understand how the AD functions, how the economics of the supply, the demand, the commissions, how all of that works, at the AD. You really have to understand how all of this functions. That doesn't make the AD bad people. They have a business to run, and they make money by selling watches because they make margin on those watches, and the salespeople make commission on those watches. So it's important for them to sell. They want to sell watches. But the issue that they have is, of course, they've got a lot more punters than they possibly have people who could buy them. I'll take a quick peek at Archie and see if he's on.
Sorry about that.
Well, Archie has just actually bothered to show up to his own live stream. So I'm going to go over there. I will join Archie because he's actually live. I want to thank you people for joining me on this brief live stream. But hey, you know what? I'm willing to do this again. I will come back and I will show you more about my book. You can get this on Amazon.com, Barnes & Noble, anywhere books are sold, but it's on pre-order right now. I encourage you to get it. Look at all the good stuff that you get. This is going to be a great Christmas gift for the dog lover in your life, and it supports the channel if you put an order for this book in, even on pre-order. I sure do appreciate it. Look, see, there I am. Hey, let me see if I can find my picture. I'm in here. Of course I'm in here. Give me a second. Before I leave, I'll show you me. Actually, the best picture of me that was ever taken is in this picture, or in this book. I just got to find it. Oh, I know. It's in the puppy section. Let me find. I'm going to go to the puppy games. Here we go. 155. Look at that. Isn't that a great picture? I just love that. Me and a puppy. German Shepherd puppy. Guys, thank you for joining me. We're going to go over to Archie. So meet me over there. We'll do this again soon. Goldberg. Peace out.